Hello everyone, Validation X145 here. I have a gameplay of Combat Arms for you guys. If you're wondering why I was moving around there, I was checking the lag. Takes a little bit for fraps to set in. So, yeah. Today I was going to talk a little bit about tactics. Get a little kill there. And I destroyed that box. The boxes around this map on Oil Rig allow for cover, but since they are destructible, it's best to get rid of them if they're on the opposite team, so that you can have a better advantage over them, and they have less of an advantage over you. That gives them cover. The boxes give them cover, and without those boxes, you have more space where you can get them, and they have less opportunities to get you. And that one box behind that Coca-Cola dispenser, right there on the left, people can actually get up there, as you saw, and duck down behind there and open fire while being under pretty good cover. Without that box, they can't do that. They have to peek out from behind the dispenser, and that gives you a better chance at killing them. You can also jump down here from the Alpha Team's roof. Sometimes they put mines there, but you can jump over those if you know how, and if you're expecting them at all. There on the left is another box. Best to destroy that. I wasn't thinking entirely about destroying stuff, but that is another place where they can take cover, and if that box is there, then they can hide out there and snipe, or pass by the hall with more cover than they would if that box was destroyed. This stairwell is one place that is really good to defend against the enemy team. This roof is a very good sniping area for getting across the map, and same goes for the other roof. I heard this guy sneaking up behind me, so I started shooting at him. And I stupidly started going for the barrel. Probably had 100 health, so it wouldn't have killed him anyway.
Round start.
That's another thing, these barrels around the map that are green, they are destructible. If you shoot them enough, they will blow up, much like a mine would. And yeah.
Round start.
So other than that, there's not much excuse me, going on. Throat's a little dry, because I just had some cashews with salt and whatever else on them. But I got my water. Going across this hall, you want to make sure that there aren't people in this area that can blindside you while you're shooting down the hall at the Alpha spawn area. If you aren't paying attention, they can blindside you, take you out from the side, much like the raptors in Jurassic Park. That was kind of bad, but whatever. This isn't exactly a joking matter, unless you are not serious about your games, which I am not. So then it doesn't really matter. That barrel right in front of us is also one that explodes, and I happen to pick up my own ACR right there. How funny. Not really, but I thought it was at the time. This match was actually very, well, not very, but it was more fun, just personal. I had played with a lot of people in this round the previous game, and we had warmed up to each other quickly. And so we were basically just having a good time. We were taking it kind of seriously, but at the same time there was a lot of laughter in the air, as it were. Although we're not really breathing here, but you get the point. As it is, I currently don't have my sniper rifle in this game. I have recorded a few more gameplays since this, where I do have a sniper rifle equipped. Varies between the Dragunov and the L96. I'm debating whether I should split those up or whatnot, because they are multiple games recorded in succession. with the menus included, where I'm switching between servers and lobbies and whatever else. I was having a really hard time that one finding a good server, but I'm not talking about those gameplays right now. I'm talking about this one. Here I pick up someone at the L96 and I do a horrible job at sniping. Someone gets him just before me and I miss the shot. This is also a good sniping area. They already have the box destroyed. Normally there's one right by the pillar, and that guy kept sneaking up under a roof. America 77. You know, it was all in good fun. It got kind of annoying, but you know, we weren't taking the game very seriously, so it didn't matter that much. I can't believe I walked straight into that grenade. Good grief. Other tactics. Not very many, actually. Other than the one that I already mentioned in my live commentary, when you're sprinting across from the Bravo spawn side and into that little side yard, you want to be spraying into the hall so that people back away. I was playing on one server where people don't back off, and that can prove very dangerous. Because although you might take someone out, there's a good chance that they might take you out as well. And this guy slipped out of my sights. That is another place where it is a good tactic, going along that platform out there in the middle, going above the hall, the main hallway between Alpha and Bravo Alpha and Bravo team spawns. If you go across that, if there aren't any people watching that particular area, you can sneak into this spot down here with this ladder, and that is a very good area for hiding out and taking out people that are going across that bridge on the right, or maybe going across the crane up there with the the cargo container of stuff. And here I was peering out. This, you can take out people that walk by you, and this guy, wow, that was 3 guys, I think. One of them, yeah, decided to duck behind the pumps there. That is another good spot. If the people aren't paying attention too much, you can take them out from there, and they'll wonder what the hell happened, and they'll see it looking behind them, and they'll be going, what the heck? You can also jump up on the crane there. There are 2 ladders. I believe I go up there later. Not yet. Or maybe that's in one of my more recent gameplays, I'm not sure. That is also a good sniper spot. But you want to move out of there as soon as you take a shot. Otherwise, you know, people are going to know you're there, and they're going to try taking you out. If you're on Alpha team. So, other than that, I should be getting into something else that I was talking about in my previous commentary. Not in a different video, but I have recorded other commentary for this video. And let's see if I can find my notes. I do that sometimes. I have notes for stuff, and I can't remember where I put stuff. That's sad. Well, anyway, the bill was no. You all probably know about the bill, SR 798 or whatever it was all over YouTube and all over the all over different websites, where it was 10 strikes within a 180-day period of any copyrighted media that was posted out on illegally, if you will, posted out on the internet for access of billions of people around the world. And if you did that 10 times, then you would be committing a felony. And stuff like that. So you probably already know the details to that. So I'm not going to get any further into it. Instead, I'm going to be talking about a less known bill known as HR 1981. That bill is a much worse version of SR something something something. The bill is labeled Protecting Children from Internet Pornographers Act. That has nothing to do with what the bill actually contains. What the bill actually says, not specifically word for word, but what it basically says, Internet service providers such as Verizon, Fios, Cox, all those other things, they are required through this bill to record whatever sites you have seen, your temporary IP address, phone numbers, your name, your phone number, your home address, credit card numbers, bank account numbers, anything else you enter into websites. They force ISPs, internet service providers, to record that stuff. I have no idea how this protects anyone from pornography. And it doesn't really. I mean, like a kid that's 12 years old is going to have access to his kid's credit card, to his parents' credit card? I don't think so. I certainly wouldn't trust any kids I have with my credit card. Because they'd probably put such a debt thing in my whatever. But I'm not old enough for that yet, so I don't know what'll happen. I'm only 15 myself. My mom doesn't give me access to her credit cards, and I'm glad she doesn't. But anyway. What was I talking about again? I was talking about, yeah, the HR bill. That has been introduced to Congress, and I think possibly the Senate. And it was already passed by the U.S. House Committee. I'm not completely up to date on my legalities. I think it has to be passed in the U.S. House Committee in order to be introduced into Congress, but I'm not sure. You know, if I'm wrong about that, then leave a comment if you will. But this bill allows for the government to set up a gigantic database on where you have been, what sites you have been on, and it's a huge... Sorry, I blew into my mic. It's a huge violation of our privacy as American citizens. Which doesn't surprise me, actually, because they have violated so many other parts of our Constitution and whatever, and giving some strange reason behind them. But, you know, they've been around for quite a long time, and they have protected us against some things, but this bill doesn't protect us against pornography. They already have parental controls on a huge amount of computer security programs, and I'm not sure about the PS3 internet stuff. I think that's another internet service provider in of itself. PS3 people, if you know what it is, then you can explain that to your folks who watch your videos and all that fun stuff. But this bill, as far as computers are concerned, parental controls, as I have said, are already in substantial number on computer security stuff, and it is the parents' fault if that is not set up and their children are out there watching whatever they shouldn't be watching, you know? So, this bill really has no power in protecting any more against pornographers. I mean, what are they going to do? Shut your computer down? Because that's the only way I can think of that would allow, or that would deny the child's access of, you know, watching that stuff. Another thing, just before this video ends, well, actually, I don't think I'm going to be able to get to it, but I think I'm going to go overtime with this commentary real quick. With the bill, not only with the parental controls, but how do they know who is using it? Because there is no way for them to know who is actually on the computer and all of that stuff. So there really is no way of telling who is watching what. So this bill really has no way of seeing if your children are watching pornography or whatever. So it doesn't have anything to do with that, I think. Thanks for listening on my very serious note, and I will talk to you guys later, hopefully with something a little less undeniably horrible. Have a great day.